You'll serve as a brave bodyguard, or a fine labourer. He shifted his hand towards the Germanian. Or the hardy northern swordsman. This'll fight you till his heart bursts. He revelled for a moment in the rising hum of interest. Or will it be the agile youth, a boy of legionary stock? His voice trailed off as the crowd began to mutter in confusion. Then he turned to the platform and the conspicuous space behind the Germanian and the Nubian. The crowd broke into a chorus of laughter. Where's the boy? He hissed to his trade hand. I'm sorry, master, the scab-coated figure yelped as he swiped into the slave cart parked by the platform. He's being difficult. The trader growled, thumping over to the cart. The laughter rose into a chorus of cheers as with a snarl he wrenched the wiry form of a boy from the cart, dangling him at arm's length by the scruff of a filthy tunic. With a shaven head, a beaky nose dominating his gaunt face, and sharp, hazel eyes tucked under thick eyebrows, he had the look of a malnourished hawk. The boy kicked and punched in a fury, spurring the crowd into raptures. Only his 7th year! The trader fought to regain control, dumping the boy on the platform, while his trade hand clipped an ankle manacle into place. The boy comes from the son of a seasoned legionary. Don't be fooled by his frame. This lad has years ahead of him, and a bargain at half the price. At last, the crowd seemed to be coming round to him once more. Come on! All 3 could be yours. Let's start the bidding, he roared. Who'll be taking home the bargain today? Parvo gazed down at his torn and calloused feet. Tears blurred his vision and dropped to blot the filthy platform where countless thousands of slaves had stood before and would do so after him. The fight in him was dying, he realized, as the heckling grew ever more deafening. First, the Nubian was shoved down from the platform and off into the crowd as a deal was brokered. They hadn't spoken since they were thrown together in the trader's cart 3 days ago, but last night the giant of a man had silently handed Parvo a piece of tangy root to chew, just when hunger had started to gnaw at his belly. A kind man. He didn't look to see where the Nubian was being taken. Slaves didn't look up. Now the Germanian was being prodded from the platform by the end of a staff. A chorus of congratulations rang out from one of the nearby cliques of toga-clad businessmen. The previous evening in the cart, the Germanian had been still, like a marble carving. The fight had already gone from him, Parvo reckoned. He could see it in the deadness of the man's eyes. Parvo shivered. He'd seen that look once before, the day father did not return from the Persian campaign. Instead, a gaunt, unsmiling legionary had ambled through the narrow tenemented street, face coated in dust and sweat, pooling in his frown. The soldier had walked along, asking for a Numerius Vitellius Parvo. In excitement, Parvo had run to him. The soldier had looked at him with those same dead eyes, then handed him a purse containing the legionary funeral payout. Mother had died giving birth to him, and he had never known her, but for the glassy glint in father's eye when he spoke of her. Now he had nobody. Nothing. Nothing except the recurring dream. The same harrowing scene most nights, with father stood in his armour on an empty dune, his face burned from the sun, and his eyes staring longingly, seeing Parvo but also looking right through him. He gulped back a sob. In the 8 months since father's death, the modest room in the tenements had been repossessed, so the gutter had been his bed, and vermin meat his sustenance. All the while, he had clung to the pride of father's memory. A broad-shouldered man in his prime, he had towered twice as high as Parvo. He would return on leave from the legions, scoop him up and bear hug him, and Parvo would nuzzle into the tousled chestnut locks, thick with the scent of wood smoke and dust from his travels. As always, Parvo coloured